What's up, YouTube? It's James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful beginning of the work week, Monday. Doing pretty good myself. And I hope you guys had a very nice, relaxing weekend. Mine went well, it just went too fast as usual. You know how I feel about that. Look, this situation right here is a story that I come across about a young Canadian high school student by the name of Josh Alexander. He's 16 years old, okay? And Josh Alexander was arrested simply because he said the Most High made only two genders, and that's a male and a female, okay? Now, the thing is this. There's a problem with this whole entire trans situation in total, okay? Because anytime you just state the obvious, and which is fact, and be arrested for it, I'll say, this is like going overboard. You understand? I mean, it has gotten to the point in this particular situation right here is proof that your rights is being infringed upon just for speaking the truth. Okay? There's no reason why this young man should have been arrested for stating the obvious, about what the Most High created. Male and female. There is nothing else between. Life come through male and female. That's that. Okay? That's just the way the Most High set things up to be. But over the years, the devil has gotten into the details as usual, and anything that he's involved in is going to become twisted. And that's just what it is, okay? Now, to get into this particular article right here, it says Catholic high school student arrested after suspension for opposing transgender ideology. Offense is obvious, defined by the offended. 16-year-old Josh Alexander said, okay? And I'm with this young man on this. I mean, really, come on. A Catholic high school student in Canada was reportedly arrested Monday after being suspended for protesting against transgender people's use of bathrooms and saying there are only two genders. And now he's appealing to Ontario's Human Rights Tribunal. Josh Alexander, 16, said the leadership of St. Joseph Catholic High School in Renfrew, Ontario, told him that his continued attendance would be detrimental to the physical and mental well-being of transgender students, according to the Epoch Times. The high school junior tweeted that Ontario police arrested and charged him after he attempted to attend class in violation of an exclusion order following his suspension earlier this school year. And why is that? Why should he had been even arrested in the first place? Why would he be even expelled from school from that? See, this is what I'm saying, man. Look, this is all coming down, to a violation of your rights in stating the obvious. Okay? Now it says here, this is Josh Alexander, the official Josh, follow. Okay? I have just been arrested and charged at my Catholic high school for attending class after being excluded for indicating my intent to adhere to my religious beliefs. Okay? Well, see, the thing is this. The devil don't care nothing about our so-called religious beliefs. And as you can see, you found that out the hard way. As a matter of fact, he's offended by it. And anybody that's following this kind of rhetoric as far as what this young man said about transgender or whatever, hey, if you're against him for saying that, and guess what? You're against the Most High, because that's just what it is. Okay? Now to continue here, it says, offense is obvious, defined by the offended. Alexander told the Epoch Times, I expressed my religious beliefs in class and it spiraled out of control. Not everybody's going to like that. That doesn't make me a bully. It doesn't mean I'm harassing anybody. They express their beliefs and I've expressed mine. Mine obviously don't fit the narrative. right? And why is it that they can express their beliefs, you know what I'm saying, and they don't be arrested? They're even fighting in California to be able to put on drag shows in front of children. Why is it that they get to go into schools dressed as, I'm talking about men, dressed as women, to read to children to try to indoctrinate them into accepting their twisted behavior? Why is that? I thought the main priority was the safety and keep the children safe. You understand what I'm saying? Well, this is not keeping children safe by trying to indoctrinize them and sexualize them into accepting something that was not meant to be. And that's just what it is, you know. Now to continue here, Alexander, who described himself as a born-again Christian and led student action in support of last year's trucker convoy, reportedly has not been to school since he was first suspended in November. He was hit with the suspension for allegedly organizing protests at a high school against biological males in girls' bathrooms and arguing in class that God created two unchangeable genders. That's the truth. And another thing, what does a man got business going into a female restroom? You understand what I'm saying? You got women in there, you got little children, little women, little baby girls in there. A man ain't got no business being around that. You see, pretending to be something he's not. I'm telling you, this right here is twisted and it's diabolical. That's just what it is. Continue. Multiple students, including trans students, were kind of shouting me down. The student told the Epoch Times of the classroom exchange. Alexander said he was told by his principal that he was allowed to return to school only if he stopped using the dead name or given name of transgender students and excluded himself from classes with two transgender students who objected to his religious views about gender. They can object all they want to. It's the truth. You see, here we go with trying to force wrong against right. You're trying to make wrong right, but see, the Most High Word says this, and that's what this all boils down to. You know, I first seen it on Phil Donahue show long time ago. They had some guy on there, you know, they had, you know, them kind of folks on there. Alphabet, if you want to say that. Now I'm gonna have to find another term for that, because alphabet is just A, B, C, D. You know what I'm saying? What we was taught to learn the alphabet to spell, and they didn't hijack that shit. But anyway, they was on there and hollering, accept me for who I am human, and all that bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, you've been accepted. Now you trying to enforce your doctrine, your twisted lifestyle on people, and it's just not gonna work. Now you trying to get into you men, you trying to be in women's restrooms. You women that want to be men are trying to go into men's restrooms. You understand? You adopting children. I mean, there's been all kinds of cases. You understand? I mean, where children are being molested and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Come on. You got your foot in the door and now look. All right? But to continue, even though it was lifted in January, Alexander's suspension has effectively continued after the Renfrew County Catholic District School Board excluding him for the rest of the school year, according to his legal counsel at Liberty Coalition Canada. Alexander remains unsure whether the technically non-disciplinary action will continue into next year. Alexander's lawyer, James Kitchen, said the school has accused his client of bullying transgender students. Okay? If that's all he said, no, he did not bully anybody, you know? But I figure, as far as I'm concerned, if you can, Alexander, find another school, man. Find another school, because that's not a school that you probably want to be in, okay? Here to continue, obviously, he doesn't actually bully them as that term would be defined by reasonable people, Kitchen told the Epoch Times he's not going to seek them out and call them names and make fun of them. But he does express his views about what these people say and about what they believe and about what they're doing. I hate when stories do this. Knock me off. Okay, let me see. People said, okay, here we go. And he expresses them online and he expresses them in class. Well, in the class, okay? And I guess this is a picture of him when he led the little trucker convoy and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, they may be even coming in, against him for this, about that. Who knows, man? But in conclusion here, it says later this month, Alexander plans to appeal his original suspension to the Provincial Human Rights Tribunal, which would bring his case before a school board panel. The appeal has reportedly hit a technical snag regarding whether Alexander is independent of his parents. Okay, The principal of St. Joseph Catholic High School told Fox News Digital he was prohibited under Canadian law from commenting on the ongoing case. Okay. Well, you can't discuss the case, but hey, be that as is, I think Josh got a raw deal in this particular situation right here, just for saying what he said about the Most High creating only two genders. In other words, hey, that's just what it is. And males have no business in females' restrooms going to use it, what I'm saying. And vice versa. Females have no business going in men's restrooms just to go and use it, just because you identify as being something that you are not. Okay? You're identifying as being something that you was not born to be. That's just what it is. So I stand with Josh Alexander. I stand with the 16-year-old young fella. You understand, on his views and his opinions, and I don't really believe that they had the right to basically, expel him, on his views and opinions. And they have no right infringing upon our rights, trying to force us to accept what they're doing here. And this is just spreading all over the place. Here we see it in Canada, and I'm sure that, we've had some cases here in this country as well, and that's just what it is, But I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular story right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And people, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.